Hello, dear friends. Here we are. 21 days of empowerment. Redefining Money, based on the book Money by Emmanuel through the medium Chico Xavier. And today is the 21st day. Yes, this is the last day of our journey. Beautiful journey of 21 days. Empowering ourselves by redefining money and everything that is tangent to it. Here we are. We made it. Yay! God provided us with this beautiful opportunity of 21 days. 21 days in which we rediscovered ourselves through this beautiful connection with the material life. Today we're going to talk about work and wealth. Work and wealth. That's the title of the chapter. And let us not forget, this book was psychographed in 1986. Yes. And this book brought to us since the preface the fact that money is also from God. And through it, we redefined money through everything that pertains to money. As Emmanuel says, gold with Jesus is like a healing balm on the patient's ulcer. It's a drop of milk for a helpless child. It is medicine for the patient. It's blanket for the shivering person. It's aid in the home besieged by misfortune. It's assistance for the arms that beg. It is a shelter for animals and protection for nature. Oh yes, we need to protect nature. No denying that there is global warming, and we need science to protect nature. We need helping hands to plant trees. Yeah, you can plant a tree in your backyard somewhere. And he gives us opportunities to know that the talent of all is work. He says that there is a difference between beneficence and charity because giving of ourselves is more precious than giving things. And the world, if we have any question what the world is about, the world is from God, of God, not of Caesar. And we learned the whole 9 yards of it to find out that, as Emmanuel says, it is in times of peace, security, and happiness that we're going to be evaluated whether we know or not. We still need pain and misfortune to stimulate the construction of our elevated road to God. We prefer to be devoted and dedicated in times of happiness right now. Because right now, if we're watching here, it's because it's a time of peace. Because in times of war, we cannot do this. In times of security, that's the time we're living right now. Times of happiness, oh yeah, so much joy being here in this community. And we are choosing it wisely to be here, not only at the very time we're doing this live, but when we watch it anywhere, building these immortal teachings that we can carry to immortality. So it's an investment in our souls. And to wrap up this study of money, from the Spiritist perspective, Emmanuel very kindly brings to us the golden key. What is it? Work and wealth. What does he want to tell us? What is he reminding us? Before we read the chapter, the final chapter, and break it down in therapeutic conversation, let us say hi to our dear community right here now. Shall we? Here we are. Hello, Valéria. Hello, Valéria. And Andrea. How are you, Andrea? Hello, Adilson. And Leia Severo. McCurfy Claire. How are you? Rihanna. How are you, Rihanna? Hello, Danny. And Erika, how are you, friends? And Katya, Hello, Katia. And Sunshine. Hello, Sunshine. Yes, we're delighted to be here too. Hello, Angelita. Hello, Tuani and Luciana, dear friends of the heart. Ceisa, beautiful Ceisa, thank you so much, Ceisa. And here we have our community. More people are coming in, and even those who come later watching this either on our YouTube. Kardec Radio has a YouTube channel where we can watch this whenever. But these studies are coming to us at a very peculiar time, at a time on the earth in which we are living a probation, spiritually speaking. According to Chico Xavier, instructions given by Emmanuel, our probation ends on July 20th, 2019. And what does that mean? It means that we need to make every possible effort not to begin another war. Because it affects not only the earth, but the other planets too. So what can we do, you and I? Emmanuel says in this very book, it is up to us to build this constructive current and spread throughout the world. And what we are doing, intercontinental collaboration to make sure that we do our part. If each one of us do our part, everything else is just a natural consequence. We cannot change people, but we can create new habits ourselves, right? So that's why in this journey of empowerment, redefining material life, redefining money, is money now a friend of yours, or are you still ambivalent to dealing with money and wealth in material life? Hopefully, after these 20 days, now 21st day, 21 days, we have a better, less conflicted relationship with money. Hopefully, right now, we can look at a checkbook, we can look at a bill, we can look at an invoice we have received, we can look at anything materially speaking, a house, a car, a piece of jewelry, a gem, a credit card, and feel more at peace, less ambivalent. The less conflicted we are, the better we'll be. Conflicts are only a sign that we have to make a decision. And to make a decision, we need courage. Because whatever step we take, there's always something we're going to lose. And that doesn't matter. What is important is that we put ourselves completely in the present. If you're still conflicted, we're going to continue this journey together. It's been actually since the first book we started. This is the 4th book. It's been 102 days. And starting Friday, tomorrow, God willing, we'll start a 40-day journey with Jesus. Precisely in passages that are unprecedented. Because Humberto de Campos, through Chico Xavier, brought to us accounts we've never heard before. Only the science of the spirit could rescue and tell us what we could not be told before. And now, thanks to the efforts of lovely friends, we have those passages in English. We're gonna release the layout for you tomorrow, but we're gonna be here at 11 p.m. with you, making sure that we stay steadily contributing to greater peace on earth, right? Because after all, it begins with me, right? Peace begins with us. And it doesn't begin by doing things elsewhere. It begins here, by using the resources we have wherever we are, multiplying the good news in the best possible way. You know, the best thing is to love, right? Because you already found out, and me too, that all we need is love. But often we need to learn how to love at different levels, learn how to give in order to be able to ask wisely. Ready, friends? We're ready. Now, Emmanuel, last chapter. Let us visualize Chico Xavier right now to help us feel the scripture with his beautiful efforts and repetition, psychographing these pages. And let us send his gratitude as we listen and absorb this beautiful passage. Visualize the loving Chico, the loving Emmanuel, and the current of spirits in both realms who sustained this effort. The psychography of pages that illuminate our lives. Work and wealth. The terrestrial body is a valuable instrument to form true wealth. Mobilize your body in your own favor within the fruitful field of life. You have the exquisite equipment of the brain. Learn to produce with it thoughts that ennoble your road, winning the appreciation and esteem of others to your own benefit. You possess a treasure in your eyes. Move your eyes through service and study, providing the soul with broader values in the field of knowledge that were dedicated to yourself. You are given the happiness of your ears. Employ them in acquisition of edifying teachings that can brighten your future. You can count on the blessings of your tongue. Use its possibilities by emitting healthy and brotherly verbs that ensure trust and sympathy from others. You hold the asset of your arms. Apply them in the planting of goodness, and you'll be surprised with the abundant crops of prosperity and joy. You keep safe your heart. Extend your resources to collect the joys of love from life, which is the foundation of happiness dreamed. The body will not always be a cross for the regeneration of the soul. In most circumstances, the body is the tool with which the spirit can carve the highest destinies. Do not worry about the problem of abundance or of shortage regarding material resources, because before divine law, wealth and poverty often only mean opportunities for improvement and elevation. Only work that is felt and experienced is capable of generating wealth and adding to it infinitely. Therefore, love the task that the Lord has given you, no matter how disturbing or simple it may be, and value your time to enrich yourself today with light, with love, with understanding, and with worthiness, so that tomorrow time does not find you with a weary heart and empty hands. Feeling Chico Xavier using his own arms and hands to psychograph these pages that are not trivial at all. are true poetry for us, and especially a beautiful advice. When we talk about money, Emmanuel brings to us that money is from God. But he's saying, in other words, in between the lines, as if I could see a specialist in the psychoanalysis of the discourse, which is actually one of the fields of science. When we are learning about how to read in between the lines, and it's as if Emmanuel is telling us, don't be too much worried about money. Before you do that, use the resources you have at hand. And first and foremost, the most important asset that you have in your hands, your body. Without the physical body, we cannot be here. A body that is the instrument of work. Work as, per definition, our useful time. Making time be usefully used by using the physical body, we acquire new habits, new aptitudes, and thus new virtues, progressing always. Emmanuel conjugates the relationship between work and wealth. But not this work of a job simply, any task, like the blessed work of mothers or fathers, caregivers, who devote their lives oftentimes without any monetary reward. That work is priceless. The work when somebody's caring for a loved one who is sick, priceless. The work of a teacher who is lovingly devoted beyond the job duties to their students. The work of an administrator who is diligent, caring, and concerned about the lives and the families that depend on that company. So we have here Emmanuel reminding us that of all things, our physical body is the asset of all assets. How is your relationship with your body? Let us ask ourselves that. How is this relationship with this physical body? Yes, thank you, physical body, for giving me this opportunity for being here. What a joy. What a joy. No, it doesn't matter if this physical body is not symmetrically perfect. What matters is that I say raise my hand and I raise my hand. I want to stand up and I stand up. I want to speak and I can speak. But as Amélia Rodrigues beautifully wrote the poem of gratitude, in 1962, while Divaldo Franco was in a tour, in a spiritist trip in Argentina, before Emmanuel wrote these pages, Amélia Rodrigues was kindly bringing to us the deep awareness of the blessings of each and every part of our body and our gratitude to God, because without this physical body, we cannot be here incarnated. Before I take care of my car, my house, and everybody else, I look at my body every day and I sing. I love you. I love myself, and I know what to do with this physical body. I am learning to care for it, and I am aware each and every day of the needs of the physical body. Where are you regarding this beautiful relationship between you and the physical body. How are you dealing with that? Of all pets, this is the pet. Some people say, I love pets. I want to have another pet. But you have a pet of trillions of cells. How are we taking care of this beautiful pet? Because the body is not us. It is with us. Like money. It is with us, but it's not us. I need to refrain from identifying myself with the physical body, but I need to identify that the physical body is my most precious instrument. So Emmanuel in this chapter is reminding us that you are truly wealthy. I am wealthy. Are you afraid of saying that? Let us say together 3 times. I am wealthy. I am wealthy. I am wealthy. And I rejoice in this wealth because I have these beautiful little pets. As André Louis says in the book Evolution into Worlds, here I find the pets that I'm taking care of. I'm learning to be healthy by recognizing that I am wealthy. I become wealthy because I'm wealthy. I recognize that I have this loving pet and I'm committed more than ever. And first and foremost, probably it's the first reincarnation that we recognize that our physical body is not us and is not our slave either. That our physical body is our beautiful immortal asset, and we shall be committed to caring for it. Caring for it, learning when it's hungry, learning when it needs rest, learning when it needs discipline. Mind over matter. Saying, we need to finish this work, dear body. Shall we work a little more and then I'll give you a restful bed. We're gonna sleep for less hours, but we're gonna sleep much happier together because we have fulfilled the beautiful work together. And that's how we deal with our beautiful cells in this physical body. Let us say hi to friends before we continue so they feel we are in this beautiful classroom. Hello, Sergio. How are you? Hello, Patricia. Julija, how are you? Camila, welcome, Camila. Dear Shane, hello, Shane. Melissa. Mamãe, hello, mamãe, and Rudy. Yes, next 40 days, Rudy, we're going to be studying new chapters about Jesus. Right here, starting tomorrow. Told by Humberto de Campos through Chico Xavier, spread out in different books. Firsthand in English. Here, starting tomorrow, God willing, at 11 p.m., okay? And yes, Melissa, I love myself. Finally, we do. Because for the longest time, many reincarnations, we've been treating this physical body as if it is our first slave. When we talk about slavery, it begins here. Observe, people who are slave drivers, they don't have a good relationship with their bodies. So Emmanuel is asking us to revisit. Are you ambivalent regarding your physical body? Don't need to be. Remember, when Allan Kardec, publishing the Spirit's book 160 years from this April, he published that when God created the universe, He created two elements, spirit and matter, in principle form, very simple, material principle, spiritual principle. And through the connection, we have the progress of life. Spirit using matter intellectualizes matter in the sense that it uses matter to become more complex. As the complexity of the mind increases, it increases the complexity of the material life, and so on and so forth. In an ever-expanding universe, and the physical body is the expression of this complexity. As we evolve, we expand the years we live on the earth. We expand the wisdom using this body. We expand the wisdom of our use of material life. Now we're learning to love nature as we're learning to love ourselves, beginning by respecting the body. Body awareness. Breathing in. And I am aware of this beautiful body. Breathing out. And I rejoice in this moment of awareness. Thank you, Mama, for the beautiful words. Without you, I couldn't be here. That's a fact, right? Oh, yeah. Thank you, Mama. Mobilize your body in your own favor. So you see, Emmanuel is saying something that should be second nature, but not yet. If he's saying use your body on your favor, it means that oftentimes people don't do it. Often, we allow the body to dictate what we're going to do. We don't do the reverse. And that's why there are many parents who cannot be good educators of their children because they don't know how to discipline themselves well. So the first thing is to discipline ourselves. How do we discipline ourselves? Effort. Our will goes first. And then, given the direction, we organize ourselves to that direction. So we need to tell ourselves, I can control the impulses of my body. Oh, but I'm so hungry, I have to leave this meeting and I have to go open the refrigerator and eat something. Tell your body, you're fine. I have some fatty cells that you can eat and indulge. Please go eat some of my fatty cells. You're gonna do us a favor, okay? I assure you that. Okay, go eat some of the fatty cells. And that's a real mechanism. You can tell the body so the body doesn't retain the fatty cells, because if you starve, it's going to retain more of the fatty cells, thinking that they need to store it. So some people stop eating thinking that they are being so smart and they're going to lose weight, but they don't understand that for survival mode, when you starve, the body kindly stores fatty cells to make sure that you're going to have enough energy to run your vital organs. So starving ourselves does not help us. Okay? Eating healthy, eating at regular times, gonna make sure living a paced life. I remember when Dr. Peter Hindenburger, a homeopathic doctor who is very wise and very spiritual, he said, Vanessa, we need rhythm. Everything in nature has a rhythm. It's like the children's songs. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. So it's like rowing the boat of life with discipline, with rhythm. Yes, and like rhythmically, we are rowing the boat of life. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And for us, we need to talk to the physical cells and tell the body we're working together. If we learn how to deal with the most important asset, the body, we're going to learn how to take care of the finances, money, and other assets. Because we're not going to be ambivalent, conflicted about it. We're going to be resolved. Everything is of God. Today we know money is also from God. The body is also from God. You're feeling the urge to have sex, but right now is not the time. Body, can I ask you please? Breathe in and out. Let us sublimate, meaning transform that energy like a volcano and boost it to the higher, creating new ideas. A true mechanism learned by science. And what do? Talk to the cells. The Gospel according to Spiritism has a beautiful chapter on anger, but it talks about the body and ourselves. And the spirit Hahnemann, the father of homeopathy, who is one of the spirits dedicated to the codification of Spiritism, he says, do not blame your body, because the body is not to be blamed for anything. The body responds to our minds. So body, go eat some fatty cells, please. And you better baby now. No, we're not going to say this. We're going to say, I'm going to help you, okay? By creating rhythm in my life. By giving you the rest that you need. By giving you the kindness of hygiene. By giving you the vitamins that you need. And so on and so forth. Right, Felipe? Welcome, welcome. And Margaret? Welcome, Margaret. And Rita Di Cassia. Welcome, friends. And Emmanuel keeps going. He says, you have an exquisite equipment of the brain. I tell you, it's fascinating. Because Emmanuel said that in 1986. And believe it or not, it was only in 1990 when the United States of America declared the decade of the brain, that we actually, the neuroscientists, got to know more of the brain. So you see how Spiritism is always at the vanguard of even human science. Because he was telling already that the brain was an exquisite equipment, but we didn't have much information at the time to really tell that much. Now we do, and Emmanuel is right. After the investments and the continuing investments in science, we get to know that we have a fabulous brain. And if you are mesmerized by any electronic equipment, now you potentiate that to 1,000,000, and that's your brain, my brain. Now imagine, if you and I are talking through this equipment, whether a computer, tablet, or a phone, and it provides to us this beautiful community. Now imagine our brains united and together. No wonder Emmanuel said, thought is life. We need to care for what we think. Because these brains are instruments of the mind, a mind that contains several departments. Departments of imagination, of desire, of the intellect, of culture, and many things. But of all of them, will is the manager and the supervisor, says Emmanuel in the book Thought and Life. And nowadays we have even neuroscientific studies pointing to that direction, that being optimistic, being positive, thinking positive is so tangible that it changes our physiology. Our cells are happier because we can see clear now that the rain is gone. Is the rain of our ignorance. Yeah, the rain is gone and is going away, right? I can see no obstacles on my way. I hope this is the lyrics. But it doesn't matter. We can make it up. That's fine. Learn to produce with your brain thoughts that ennoble your road. Winning the appreciation and esteem of others to your own benefit. No, you're not afraid of being loved. You know why? Because you're a child of God and a collaborator of God. We better love you because you are God's creation. Oh, so you love me because you wanna be good to God? Well, we are from God, so if we're good to God, we're good to you, and if we're good to you, we're good to God. So don't be upset, because God is the Lord. And if we shall worship God by loving one another more, so says Jesus. Yes, and so be it. Love is love. True love. Not love because we want to do the similar things together, because that's childish. When we're still tribal. I like you because you like pink. I like pink, you like pink. Oh, so we're going to be best friends. And then if I turn my mind to blue, then we're no longer friends. That's very childish, right? But we're talking about a connection that is immortal and everlasting. Our connection through God is indestructible, immortal, everlasting. That's why Spiritist communities, Spiritist centers, they are so precious, because the relationships we create are the opportunities of creating the solid friendship that shall last forever. And we're destined to build such relationships with everyone through the exercise of virtues. So let us use this beautiful brain. Let us touch our head right now and exercise. Feel the beauty of this brain. Feel it. The magnitude of, you hold your cell phone so much, right? But how often do you touch your head? Besides when you're combing or washing your hair. Let's touch this head and feel this beautiful seat of the mind that is inside the skull. And say, wow, God bless you. What a blessing it is to have such a beautiful brain. Can you feel it? These beautiful cells that are being irrigated by your bloodstream. As you are speaking, you're vibrating. You can feel by touching your chest. Or if you're listening, or if we're breathing, or thinking and feeling, doing whatever we are right now, feeling the brain reacting to all of it and taking action according to your thoughts and your feelings. Let us say thank you to this brain. As a neuroscientist, I'm always in love with the brain. It's one of the organs of the body. I love the whole body, but the brain is the brain. Thank you, brain. Thank you for responding so well to everything we need, for allowing us to think clearly in this life. No, these are not silly exercises. These are actually self-love exercises, because through the brain we're learning to love ourselves. And you possess a treasure in your eyes. In your eyes. Move your eyes through service and study, providing the soul with broader values in the field of knowledge that were dedicated to yourself. It's interesting because Emmanuel is saying, because often do you think you can use your eyes consciously? Because some people tell me, but Vanessa, my eyes see what they see. I cannot control it. Well, according to the science of the spirits, we need to learn how to see. Not necessarily we're going to see everything everybody sees. People see what they want to see. The focus depends on the inner. So he's saying, move that focus because you're the cameraman. Now we got it. How we're controlling it, right? You're the cameraman and the eyes are the lenses. So you are the director and the cameraman saying, let's observe this instead of that. Like a camera. No, the eyes don't see what they want to see. They see what you want to see. What I want to see. So Emmanuel is saying, use it wisely through service and study. And remember, there is a beautiful song. Once we mentioned this, I think we were studying Thought and Life, but we'll repeat here. In Portuguese, there is a beautiful series of songs by a Christian group for children. They call Turma do Cristãozinho. You can Google it. And there is a song about this. Cuidado, olhinho que vê. Cuidado, olhinho que vê. O nosso Criador está olhando para você. Cuidado, olhinho que vê. Cuidado, boquinha, o que fala. Cuidado, boquinha, o que fala. O nosso Criador está olhando para você. Cuidado, boquinha, o que fala. Cuidado, mãozinha, o que pega. Cuidado, pezinho, o que pisa. And it goes on and on saying, be careful with what you see because God is looking at you. Be careful with the things you say with your mouth because God is watching at you. Be careful with the hands, the how you use them, and the feet, what you step on because God is watching you. The bottom line for here, some people, they're skeptical of that possibility of really directing the senses. But science is proving little by little that actually we can, like a movie director or a cameraman, direct the use of those. And Emmanuel is saying precisely that. You have a treasure in your eyes. Move your eyes through service and study. Use your eyes to serve. What is it, Emmanuel? Move your eyes to serve? What does that mean? Move your eyes to see what other people need so you can go and serve and help. So it's like you are constantly observing who needs help. How can I help you? How can I help you? And to study. To study. Serve and study. Oh, Vanessa, but I want to watch a beautiful person who is semi-naked in Carnival in Brazil today or tomorrow or this weekend. Okay, go ahead. Sow and you shall reap. You know, it is what it is. It's up to you. It's up to us. Okay? Yes. It's see the good in everything, as Melissa is saying. Exactly. Yes. Thank you, Melissa, for sharing the link. Hello, beautiful mom, Raquel. So, move our eyes. So, let us observe. If I'm using my eyes to see the negative, say eyes. Okay? Focus, focus. Click on the button here. Focus. See the good. Let's see the good. Let's see who needs help. Some people, but Vanessa, how do I turn off these negative thoughts, this negative scene? By asking, how can I help? Look at somebody instead of seeing the negative. How can I help this person? How can I help you, my friend? If you cannot ask verbally, you can ask in your thoughts. Right? Say an inner prayer. Yes. And he says, you're given the happiness of your years. Oh, my years. Use the years to acquire edifying teachings that can brighten your future. Nowadays we have 1 million. You see, this was 1986. Before internet was widespread, before many of this mass communication means that we have nowadays were really widespread to humanity. And Emmanuel was already saying, ahead of all of us, use your years to acquire new edifying teachings. Teachings that elevate. Listen. Listen. Like Virginia does. What is this? So let us listen to the beautiful life all around. Hello, Selena. Welcome. And Aidan. Hello, friends. And you can count on the blessings of the tongue. Really? The tongue? The muscle. Yeah, it's a beautiful muscle inside of your mouth. We better work it out. Like counting like the gym. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exercises. Use the possibilities of the tongue to emit healthy, brotherly verbs that ensure trust and sympathy. We don't want to be a hater, do we? No. We don't want to be a hater. Many people become hater. Like everything, somebody says something like, but, don't use the tongue. Let's not do it. If we did that in the past, God bless. Thank you very much. That doesn't serve me anymore. I want to use this for the better. Always. And if I can't, make this tongue stay still in the mouth. We love it. Thank you, tongue. Without it, we couldn't speak. And think about those, as Amélia Rodrigues says in the poem of Gratitude, who cannot speak in this life. You hold the asset of your arms. Yay! Asset. Look at the words Emmanuel is using. He's not sparing words just to be beautiful. He's saying, truly, asset, apply them in planting the goodness, and you'll be surprised with the abundant crops of prosperity and joy. And you remember, it begins with me. When I wake up and say, God, thank you. I can't move myself. Another day. Let's celebrate. Good morning, na 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 na. And then we celebrate another day. Rejoice. And then I start a new day. And I go, whatever I do, like, why me? I have to make coffee for everybody. I have to clean for everybody. Oh, yes, thank you, because I have my arms. Would I like to be in bed, not using my arms while other people are doing for me? No, thank you. I volunteer to do it myself like Jesus. Says Humberto de Campos in the book Good News. Jesus was the one sharing the bread every meal. Like, are you serious? People think, like we read before, that wealth or influence, status is a pathway for privileges. And Jesus showed us otherwise. The greater we become in our evolution, the more we serve. So here comes the governor of our planet. It's surreal to think that he and other spirits like him built this planet. He incarnated and used his hands and his arms to part the bread and share with everyone before he started eating himself. Thank you, arm. And thank you, arm. Why not? How often do you kiss your arms? And that's not sexual. It's love. Thank you, hands. Thank you, hands. Aww. Seriously, that's the feeling. and the feeling of self-kindness. Kindness begins with us. You keep safe your heart. Observe the pairings. Safe heart. Safe heart. Are we keeping our heart safe? Or are we going wild with our emotions? Extend your resources to collect the joys of love from life, which is the foundation of happiness dreamed. Extend your resources to collect the joys of life, of love from life. It's seeking the good with the feelings. You know, those days you wake up like almost like, oh my gosh. I know these days, like your child wakes up in the middle of the night and you're sick too and everybody's sick. And then you have to wake up in the morning and organize everything for the family and you're like, I'm a little dizzy. Like, oh, I wish I could sleep. But I'm awake. Let's celebrate life and cheer up. And say, you know, if I'm here and awake, I better enjoy it. Let me find the enjoyment. I can see, I can smell, I can hear. And even if I can't, I can still think. Because even those who cannot express their intelligence through the physical body, their immortal spirits continue thinking. Read the book Action and Reaction by André Luiz through Chico Xavier, and you see the case of an incarnated spirit who in the flesh is mentally impaired, but they show that the thoughts are clear. It's just the connection to the physical body that is not working. So if you see a person who is physically impaired, the spirit is lucid, even mentally impaired, but the spirit may be lucid. Read Action and Reaction, friends. Finding the joy, whatever the circumstances, and sing the songs of joy. Collecting the lessons of love from life. Because the universe is abundant. The body will not always be a cross. For the regeneration of the soul, in most circumstances, the body is the tool with which the spirit can carve the highest destinies. This body is our instrument. Thank you, God. As Amélia Rodrigues, through Divaldo Franco, said to us, thank you, God, for everything, for this body, for life, for this reincarnation. And here's our Master, teaching us those lessons. And the bottom line of all the book, you're concerned about money and finances, make peace with it, because he's saying, do not worry. He gives final instructions. Let us absorb. Do not worry about the problem of abundance or of shortage regarding material resources. Because before divine law, wealth and poverty are only opportunities for improvement and elevation. You have a lot of money? Think wisely what to do. Like Mark Zuckerberg, he's traveling the country to get to know more about the country he lives in, he serves, through which he's bringing lots of opportunities for all of us around the world. Using money wisely. Using the material resources wisely, including the physical body. Material resource. Your physical body, my physical body, material resource. And only work. Through work, we drive ourselves to abundance, he says. that is felt and experienced is capable of generating wealth and adding it to infinitely. Love the task that the Lord has given you, no matter how little, simple, disturbing it may be. Value your time to enrich yourself today with light, with love, understanding, worthiness, so that tomorrow time does not find you with a weary heart and empty hands. Weary heart? No, I'm keeping it safe. Empty hands? No, I have the book money here with me. So we better keep on going on this journey of empire, because after all, money is from God. We're children of God. The world is of God. And we're collaborators of God. Let us work, dear friends. And don't be shy. Let it shine. Let us say a gratitude to our dear God for these beautiful teachings that came through Chico Xavier, brought in by Emmanuel, the grace of these teachings. And let us meditate as we begin a new opportunity for us, wrapping this up, multiplying, safe heart and working hands. Abundance is just a godly, divine given gift. Many blessings, dear friends. Let us hug each other with all the respect we have for one another. After all, you and I are children of God. Let us keep collaborating and working together.